All right, so let's start with the rapid fire. The first one, describe what your organization does in one sentence.
Help creators monetize their knowledge.
How long does it take you to get ready in the mornings?
5 minutes.
Most valuable skill you've learned in life.
To always listen to the customer.
City in which the best kiss of your life happened.
Ooh! Seattle.
How many speakers can you name at this conference?
I can name 20?
You said 20. Okay, so now name them.
Oh, now I'm full of shit. I don't can't name all 20 right now.
Okay. In one sentence, describe one problem that your company is facing.
One problem that company is facing is awareness.
How do you relax?
I watch Netflix.
A habit of yours that you hate.
Habit of mine that I hate is... I'll pass.
Work from home or work from office?
Mixture of both is important.
Most embarrassing moment of your life?
Most embarrassing moment of my life? First grade, I had my fly down and everyone in the class saw it.
Okay. How many hours of sleep can you survive on?
4.
Your favorite app?
My favorite app is the Kajabi app.
Biggest mistake of your career?
Biggest mistake of my career was it's like multiple mistakes I've made, but it's like all about failing and pivoting and learning and moving on. So,
first movie that comes to your mind when I say the word technology?
Technology. What's that movie with the Disney movie where the little kids are?
WALL-E.
What's that? Oh, WALL-E. WALL-E. Yes, WALL-E.
How many cups of coffee do you drink in a day?
2.
Favorite Netflix show?
Favorite Netflix show would be Suits as of right now.
Oh yeah, that's good. All right, so that was the end of the rapid fire, and the rest of the questions you can answer with ease and as long as you like. Okay, so the first one is, you worked with some of the big names like Amazon and TikTok. So what were your experiences there, and how did you bring them into action here at Kajabi?
Yeah, so I had really amazing experiences at Amazon as well as TikTok. Both those companies were really about focusing on the user or the customer, ensuring that you're constantly thinking about how to improve the product as well as services to ensure that you provide the best experience for them. So relentless focus on the customer, relentless prioritizations as well was a very key skill set. And what I did was like take all those learnings and apply it to Kajabi and bring that knowledge here to this company. And it's just really, really critical that you're constantly thinking about the user, how we optimize for the user, as well as like take on the biggest challenges that they have, right? So when you talk to those users and meet with them on a regular basis, they'll tell you like, this is the biggest challenge that I have. And then you think about product solutions that could potentially help reduce those challenges for them. And, it doesn't have to be the, immediate solve. You take your time, you build an MVP, you test it out, and you'll learn along the way. Some things will work, some things won't, right? But you take those learnings, and then eventually you have yourself in a really amazing product that you can offer your customers that can solve that big problem.
So what would you have to say about the TikTokification of all news feeds that's happening, that we're seeing across a lot of apps?
Yeah, so short form video is the future. It's the way people are going to consume information. That was one of the reasons why I joined TikTok 3 years ago, was when when the TikTok actually came to me and said, hey, let's come to this company. It's really amazing. I first downloaded the app at the time, and it was really interesting. I saw kids dancing, lip syncing, and I thought like, why the hell would I join this app, leave Amazon for this no-name company 3 years ago? And so I actually initially said no. So Alex Zhu, the founder of TikTok, actually called me and said, hey, come down to LA, let's talk about it. And when I flew down, he explained to me like short form video is the future of constant consumption. And one of the things that they figured out was discovery, how to help people discover new things. And it really changed the way they consume content and knowledge. So if you figure out discovery, it means that you can help people find places to eat, where to travel, what books to read, what movies to watch, what's the latest fashion trend. It was endless, right? So that's when I had this light bulb moment, and I realized, like, wow, this app could potentially change and revolutionize the world. And that was the reason why I joined at TikTok, and you can see now how the way short form video has like changed, revolutionized other companies in terms of how they present their content.
Where do you think the future of innovation technology is headed, especially with AI and machine learning taking over?
Yeah, it's a really fascinating space. It's going to really help reduce a lot of you know uh, the tasks that are very manual, right? It's going to help us essentially get our jobs done faster. Um, I think that, for instance, one example is that when we're at Kajabi, one of the big challenges from our customers is that it takes a lot of work to research and put together a course for their audience. Like they're experts in this space, but they also need to research. They need to gather all the information. They need to get the pictures. They need to get the copyright. They need to organize it. A lot of work goes into the creation of a course. But what AI can do is kind of help reduce some of that burden, right? So AI can help find the content, help find the right images to use, organize it in the right way that people want to consume that content. Um, and essentially like take a lot of the burden away so that the creator can focus on what they love, which is creating the content. So I think like there's a lot of use cases like this that machine learning and AI is going to really help solve a lot of these problems in the future.
And so, what are some of the other ways that course creation platforms plan to use AI?
So AI can also help, our creators in terms of marketing as well, right? So, it can essentially take course content. It can take, it can learn about what their users or audience are interested in watching, right? And it can essentially help the creator create content around their courses to market out to their audience. So AI can really be a big part of that whole journey. For instance, rather than the creator watching the content and trying to figure out or understand what highlights to use to then market out to their audience and say, hey, here's what the course is about. Here's why it would help you solve your problems or whatever it might be and improve your quality of life. AI can make that call and say, hey, here's what you should highlight. Here's how you should create the video. It should be vertical for TikTok. It should be horizontal for YouTube. Here's how you should, here's what music to add, right? So AI can kind of make those adjustments and calls for you so that it takes a lot of that burden out, all that manual work to try to recreate a short highlighted version of your course for marketing purposes. So I think like that's where a lot of exciting things can happen in the future.
What, in your opinion, does a good product strategy look like?
A good product strategy always starts with the customer problem, 100% always. So it means talking to your customers on a regular basis, doing survey analysis, but ultimately understanding the most important challenge that they have and how you can use solutions to reduce some of the sorry. So it always starts with the customer problem, talking to customers and understanding their challenges, motivations, their pains, and thinking of potential solutions to remove those challenges, some of the friction points throughout their process, right? So product strategy really just again starts with the customer and ensures that you're 100% focused on helping them, and then from there it goes on to building a potential MVP solution. And the MVP doesn't have to be perfect, right? It'll have some bugs. It could potentially even be manual. It doesn't even have to involve engineering team. It can just be a marketing test, right? But it's really important that you're able to validate your idea very quickly, make sure that it is solving a problem. And once you've validated it is when you start adding additional resources as well as time to ensure that you can provide a better experience for your customer.
So in the tussle between data and instinct, where would you locate an ideal product strategy?
So I would say you don't need 100% of the data to make a decision. Um, I start with like 60% of the data, right? I think if you have 100% of the data, I definitely think you're moving too slow. So once you have 60% of the data, then you use that to make a judgment call, be decisive with that data, and then make the best MVP with that. And then you can get more data in to continually pivot or adjust your product to provide the best experience.
How has Kajabi helped content entrepreneurs earn over $3.5 billion using online suite of tools?
It's actually 4.1 billion now.
Oh, wait. Dollars are ticking as you speak.
Yeah, so it's an amazing product. So we've helped 60,000 customers earn $4.1 billion to date. In Q3 of 2022, customers that built a business this year have earned 20% more than the customers that have started a business in 2021 and 2020. So overall, this company has been incredibly successful in terms of helping creators monetize their knowledge. And some of the ways we do this is we have an amazing product suite of features that help build a business from 0 to 1. So you don't need to go anywhere else. You just need Kajabi to build that entire business, right? So we offer everything from building the website to the funnels, the landing pages, capturing email, sending out emails, and of course the actual products such as courses, video courses, podcasts, live stream, newsletter. We also offer the ability to collect payment. So all those components are all part of this suite of product. All those products are essentially part of this Kajabi platform, and so it's an all-in-one platform that helps you monetize that knowledge, and it's been very successful. We also have like hundreds and hundreds of educational content in terms of how to build a business from 0 to 1. We have a huge, amazing community of creators that have already gone through this experience and willing to share their playbook and how they were able to, become successful in your specific field. So we have a very helping, robust community that is always there to just, help new entrepreneurs out, right? And then we also have this amazing customer service team that are experts in this space that will jump on a call with you to help you also build this business. So there's just a lot of assets, a lot of education, as well as the amazing tools that help creators monetize their knowledge.
And how do you go about attracting more creators to your platform?
Yeah, so that's why I'm here at the Web Summit, is to make sure that people are aware that this amazing platform exists called Kajabi. We are arguably one of the most successful creator economy startups out there today. We have, again, 60,000 customers that have made $4.1 billion. And so, I think it's just really important that people understand that, that this platform is there for people to leverage and become successful at what they do.
So what's one lesson you learned working as product manager at Amazon and one from TikTok that you'd like to give to our audience, content creators, marketers, founders, entrepreneurs?
Yeah, it's a product manager for TikTok and as at Amazon. Um, so I think like so at Amazon, definitely focusing on the customer and ensuring that you're customer obsessed 100% all the time. I still meet with customers every single week. Every single week, I spend at least 2 or 3 hours meeting with customers to understand their motivations, their pains, customers that have been around for a while, customers that make zero money, customers that make a million, 100 million, very different problems, right? So I think like meeting with customers and understanding their pain points and being customer obsessed is absolutely critical. It grounds you and it ensures that you're building things that in service of them. So that's what I learned at Amazon. At TikTok, I think like one of the most amazing things I've learned is how important it is to help creators. So one of the most important things I learned at TikTok was how creative people can be. and providing tools to inspire that creativity was really interesting. One of the features that we learned, one of the features that we launched at TikTok when I was there was called Stitch. A Stitch is a feature that lets you watch one creator's video and then stitch your own ending to it. And we saw this experience actually happening outside the app. People were downloading videos, stitching their own video, and then re-uploading it. We decided, well, we should make it much easier to do it inside the app. And sure enough, as soon as we launched it, it just took off. And we saw lots of really interesting use cases coming out of it. Now creators were asking their audience questions, and the audience would respond back with a video. So for instance, a really fun, popular use cases, questions like, tell me you're a Harry Potter fan without telling me you're a Harry Potter fan, for instance, right? Those are really, really, and so there are a lot of use cases like that came out, and it just became a natural part of creating content. And so I think like finding these ways to help creators collaborate with one another was a really good learning for us.
One sentence about what you'd like to say about Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter.
Once it's all you're saying. It's going to be a very interesting journey, and I wish you luck.
And the last question for you is of a personal kind. What would you be doing in your life if not this?
And if I was not doing this, when I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an astronaut. And I think just space fascinates me, and I read about it, watch movies about it all the time. Sci-fi is just my favorite genre of content. I study black holes, and so it's like one of those things that I've always had a passion for.
That was amazing. It was great listening to you.